Let's see. Hello. All right. So today I'm not gonna listen to music. I don't know. I was trying it out the past couple of streams, and I don't know. I'm not too sure if it's needed. I'm not sure if it's something that I like to have. But I don't know. Maybe I'll get some feedback from everyone to see if they enjoy the music in the background or not, or if it's distracting. For me, I just feel like I'm so used to just talking while I work now that I don't know. Flip-flopping back and forth. All right. So the first thing I want to cover right away, and I'll also highlight this as a clip on YouTube as well, is so I have, this is my file right now for my Substance Painter, and it's about 1.1 gigabytes right now. Okay, so every single time I save this needs to get uploaded onto Dropbox, uploaded onto a server, and this is going to take up a lot of data, right? And I figured this is going to be a problem. So 1.13. So I saw some tips on how to help reduce this, so I wanted to show you everyone else as well. So first thing is I didn't know what this clean button does, but apparently it will remove all resources not used in your project. So I'm just gonna click that. Okay, so that's what that does, and that should clean up a bunch of stuff that isn't being used right now. Okay, so okay, cool. So that's done. Okay, and then now if I save, let's see if that helps anything. From the looks of things, it didn't look like it helped very much at all, but I'm not going to judge it just yet. So we'll see here. We'll see what happens. Okay, so just doing the clean and then saving brought the file down to about half. Okay, half. That's huge savings. Okay, so super good tip. Okay, so now it's only down to 500. And then lastly, before you save, right, because this is non-destructive, so if you change your resolution on your stuff, right, I mean right now it looks blurry, correct? But if you swap it back and forth, you'll see that the resolution comes back, right? See that? So there's no loss here. So while you're working, yeah, you can do 20 or 2K, but when you're about to save, just go 512, and then if you click save now, did that do anything? It didn't look like it did much savings. So okay, yeah, so that didn't look like it saved very much, and actually that didn't save anything. So more importantly, so I guess this is just for loading, because when you load up a 2K and it has to generate everything in 2K, it just takes a little bit longer. But when it comes to file size, it actually doesn't do anything. So I guess the big thing here is just going file, clean, and then after that you save it. That's definitely going to help with your file sizes. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to go over. Something cool that I had found out. So yeah. All right, so I'm gonna load up my notes here on my other screen, because there are things that I wanted to go and get done. Getting closer and closer to finishing this thing, which is good. So the big thing left on this car is the tires, and I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go back in and actually model model a high poly of like tire treads and then baking it down, because to be honest with you guys, I am not happy with the tires, and until I'm happy with the tires, I'm not going to call this finished. So yeah, so with one thing I want to do today on my list is the window. So I'll show you a reference here so that you get a better idea of what it is that I want to kind of accomplish. So if you look at the window, you'll see that there's this trim, this black trim. So I want to make sure that I include that. See this black trim here? So that's what I'm gonna try and do today. Right, you can see black trim. So we'll do that. Okay. So we'll definitely do that. So how do I want to achieve this? So right now I have tinted glass here. Right, okay, cool. Inside this folder. And then now I'm going to add in another fill inside tinted glass. And so we're going to put this on top. We're going to call this like black trim or something. And then we're actually going to, let's see here, so opacity, no, normal, no, metal, sure, roughness, and height. So, and the color is going to be black. And then what we'll do here is we'll add a black mask, and we will, no, we'll add a white mask, sorry. And then this way, I'll add paint. We can start to see that happening. Okay. Cool. That's what that's what we'll do. Okay. And I'm going to make this brush a little bit harder here. Let's see. Where's my brushes? Brush. Hardness. Just crank that all the way up so it's nice and crisp. And I'm just going to quickly do in the middle first. Like that. And let's look at the front here. So the front, definitely, let's bring down the size of this. Bring it down a tad bit more. Let's go something like that. And let me just turn on geometry. See if this is going to actually... Okay, yeah, that's not bad. Just gonna go something like that. And then hopefully... I'll actually go through. I'm just gonna paint. Right, and then obviously we need to finesse this, right? And I'm looking at the reference here. It's actually a lot smaller too, but at least we got some quick little lines in here to kind of help us and help guide us to what we want. Alright, there we go. Now I don't know where this is coming from, but it's okay. Right, so now we have something like that. Something like that. And it looks like... I'm just gonna go down here. Gonna quickly clean this up. There we go. Something like that. Okay, so we got that going for us. I also noticed because of the windshield thing here, Oh, sorry. X. So we need to kind of do something like this as well, because I think that's for the rear mirror. Alright, so we need to kind of go something like that. There we go. Something like that. Okay. So that looks kind of cool. And then now, what's going on here? Let's go X. Let's paint. Oh, nope. No. Invert. X is to invert the. You see this brush right now? It's white and black. If you press X, it'll invert it. Okay. Very similar to Photoshop. Okay. Just going to go. Alright, just do something like that. Kind of get a nice straighter line. Using the shift key, very helpful. Okay, so now I'm just going to. So this window. Okay, is this actually color on their side? Yep, cool. Just wanted to double check because it wasn't always working for me. So so this, the front one's done. I'm just looking at my reference on my other screen here. If you're wondering what I'm looking at. What's this? Yeah, so honestly, like, my bakes didn't come out as clean as I would like it to. And honestly, if this was, like I said, inside a studio, like, obviously you'd have to fix that. Whoops. But again, this was just a fun personal piece, so I'm not going to stress out about it. But I know that if I was in at my studio, this would not fly. Having like all of these bad bakes here, see all this stuff that's happening. That's definitely not. That's definitely not good. Like, those are not clean bakes. You'd have to go back and like redo all that. But I think I've said this before. I've been looking at this car for a little bit way too long, and I just want to get it out the door at this point. Okay, so let's see here. So this, I feel, is a little bit too sharp. We just kind of go like something like that. And I need to fix this material. It's not glossy enough, so roughness needs to be pretty cranked up. We can maybe dim it down a little bit, and then metallic is definitely none, just so that it looks like the glass a little bit more. All right, so there we go. Now as for the trim, no, that's the inside of the door, so I'll leave that. I'll leave that for now. Maybe the black is too black. Let's make the black not so black. Let's make it look a little bit more subtle. Like that, maybe. Yeah, okay, cool. And then now this is the last part of the glass. So this image is okay. It's not the greatest. So let me try and find another. Here we go. This reference is a lot nicer. Let's double check to make sure that everything. Yep. So everything transferred over perfectly fine. Go back to my paint layer, and let's continue with this paint here. X. Oh, sorry. To get the black, and let's quickly do this here. And let's go something like this. Like that. Okay, and I'm just gonna paint this in. Okay. So the top part is looking pretty good. I need to kind of curve this a tad bit more. And this one, kind of the same thing. Needs to be just a little bit more. Nope, that was wobbly. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. So there we go. Now, if I really wanted to get detailed, I can go in and start painting in like the red defrosting lines, but nope. Nope. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. A little bit too much work. All right. So window and glass trim texture, that is done. So let me just quickly save that. While it's saving, let me just double check to make sure that my painter file is not ballooned. It's still at 500, which is awesome. Okay, so what's next? So on my list here, I have what do I have here? I have texture side lights on the car. Texture side lights on the car. So what that is, so I'll show you some reference images of that. Where is it? Come on. References. So the side lights are these things. So these lights here. So I had already gone into Photoshop. Let me turn on perspective mode, or orthographic view, sorry. And now I can just snap. So what I have done already is I had gone into Photoshop and where's my textures? And I had already when I did the cleanup, it probably removed them because I haven't used it yet. So that's kind of perfect. It kind of allows me to kind of show you what I've done here. So I've gone into Photoshop and I've taken these lights and made them into little textures or whatever. What's this? What's going on here? Pre-bare metal rough with alpha blending successful. What's this? Wait, why didn't this work? Textures. Why didn't you work? So confused. Hold on. Let me just quickly test this out. Side lights. Let's see. Why are you not working? Okay. Let's go to, all I want is color. Front turn signal. Failed to decode bitmap. Failed to decode bitmap. What? I never had this problem before. Okay. So let's just put in one. Texture. Import. So confused. Painter, image, blah blah blah. Turn lights 01 version, image, engine, bitmap. I'm so confused. Okay, let me just quickly save this. And let's exit out. Let's reopen Painter. I never had this issue before. That's really weird. Because I also had done this like before I cleaned everything. It was working completely fine. So I don't know why it's now acting up. Textures. So what's going on here? See, like a bunch of this stuff is going out of whack. SP resources, image. Okay, so let me just, oh wow, okay, let me just remove these. Reload. Okay, so let's see. So reload. Turn right lights. Let's go to my ref. White. Turn lights 1. Reload. Turn lights 2. Okay, so maybe it didn't like something with my with how I saved it. Maybe it was maybe it's how I saved it. So let's just quickly load this back up into Photoshop here and see what might be going on. Okay, so what's going on here? What is going on here? Save as PNG. Yes. Compression, none. Let me load up one of these ones, see what the difference is. RGB 8, no problem. Save as. Okay, so now let's see. I don't get this. Decode. SP resources. So let me just. SP. So Painter SP. Camero.sp. Camero. Painter Camero SP resources. Okay. So now if I reload this, okay, what? Okay, so that worked. That's really weird. Okay, so I just needed to resave it. I guess something must have gone corrupted. So I guess that's good to know, at least. I can just resave these and everything's good. So no harm, no foul, I guess. It's a little bit annoying that I have to do that, but relocate 1, reload, relocate 2. Okay, so there we go. So now let's get back to this. Let's turn on symmetry. Let's take a look at this light here. So this is going to go like this. So let's see here. So why? So I need the color. So this is giving me the alpha. Don't want the alpha of this. I want no normals, no metal, no roughness. I just want the color for now. And let's don't want that. Let's go like this. So here we go. So now let's take a look at our ref. Make sure that we're doing this about right. So it's right underneath this. So this is a good spot here. Now why is it curling? Don't curl like that. Don't curl like that, man. No. Okay, so it's gonna be a little bit more difficult because it's like, see how it's curling at the edge there? Let me just turn this a tad bit. So it's supposed to kind of be like that, but it's not doing that. So what if I go somewhere along the lines of that? So let's go a little bit lower than that. So it's supposed to kind of be like that. But I don't have to meet in the middle. Go somewhere about there. Now let's see if that transferred properly. Looks like it did. So that's pretty good. Let me just... Wait, where is this? Okay, there we go. I feel like this needs to be bigger though. So let's go a tad bit bigger. And I really don't like the way that's curling here. See that? Like, why is it curling like that? Don't curl like that. There. Okay, and then we can just erase because this is, it should be like aligned here. There. Okay, so now we have the light there. And then we're just going to do the same but for this side. So it's good. I guess I didn't need 1 and 2. I just did 1, and it's just, as long as I have symmetry on, it's pretty good. Let's go, because right now I have like 1 and 2. Didn't need that. Not the alpha. I need the... Where is the color? Let's remove this here. Where is the color? What happened to the Z color? Yeah, what happened to the material? The material... Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. I completely screwed up here. I'm still in eraser mode because I was like, where's my color? So if I go back to brush mode, there you go. Now you have your materials and stuff like that. So here we go. Let's... No, we don't want that for alpha. We want this. And then now we can... no, we want... Yeah, we want this one. And then now we just turn this around. And... it should... That looks about right. So I'm going to stamp that. What is going on? Whoa, what's going on? Come on. Why is this so weird? have no idea why this is acting so weird right now. Okay, so that's good. Okay. I have no idea why that was acting up there, but it's good now. I'm gonna stamp that there. Eraser mode, I'm just gonna make it nice and straight. There we go. Go back to perspective, add perspective back on. So now we have the two lights on the car. And if I turn the camera this way, you'll see it. So there we go. Alright, these little small details are starting to come along, starting to add to the car, which is awesome. How many textures maps do you have for this? I only have two. I have the wheel and the body. That's it. That's all I have. If I was going to do an interior, then the interior would have its own texture map as well. Now, Jit, I wanted to ask you a question. Today, I don't have music on in the background. Do you prefer having the music, or do you prefer not having the music? All right. So let me just quickly save that. And then cross that off of the things that I need to do. So there's only two things left that I want to do with this car. The rear light back here. I might want to do a license plate. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure yet. It'd be kind of like a free branding there, right? If I put my initials or something back there, or like that's like a free little advertising kind of thing if I really wanted to. I should do a dirty version to this car. Let me just add that to my list of things to do. Make a dirty version. So I'll have one clean version and then one dirty version, and I might have to go into Photoshop and remove some of these bad issues here that's happening, because I'm not going to be rebaking this stuff. So I'll have to go in and figure out where that is and like go into Photoshop and just remove it. So that's another thing that I want to do. So let me write this stuff down so I don't forget. Remove bad bakes in PS. So yeah. And then yeah, like I didn't even model the bottom or anything. So this is definitely not an asset that I'm gonna throw onto like Marmoset Viewer to let people like spin it around, take a look at it. Feel like I might want to add a little bit more details to the calipers, but we'll see. We'll see how it all goes. Holy cow, why is it so hot in here? I think my computer needs better fans, because every time when my computer's on, it just gets really toasty in here. Maybe this leather chairs might not be a good idea either. Okay, so before we get into too much here, let's look at the back bottom bumper light. So the back bumper light is here. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's find a good reference for it. This might be a good reference, yeah. So this little light here. So I'm gonna quickly just go through that, show you how I would go about doing that. So I'm gonna load up my Photoshop, quickly make a texture out of it. Let me see here. So let's load this up. So I'm going to make a new layer in Photoshop. I'm going to delete this old one. I'm going to use the pen tool. I love the pen tool. And I'm going to mask this out using the pen tool. Here we go, something like that. Right click, make selection, have the selection here. Going to Control Alt or Control Shift I for invert selection. I'm going to delete everything else because that's all I need. And then I'm going to crop this. Make sure that it's a square because Photoshop or Substance likes just square. I'm going to scale it down, put it into the middle, enter. I'm going to save this as PNG. And I'll save this as rear bottom bumper light 01. None for fast compression. Nope, don't want to make a PSD. Exit out of that. And then let's go into my textures here. And then I'm going to throw that, I'm going to import that in. So I'm going to import this in. So I just dragged the picture from my reference here. Just dragged it into here. Undefined, go to texture, import as into my project. I'm going to import it. And there it is. And then now I'll go to my rear lights. So these are my rear lights. And then what I'll do with my rear lights is I noticed that I didn't even make layers for this thing, which is kind of scary, but it's okay. So I'm going to turn back my orthographic view on, right, so that everything's nice and flat, and I know that's orthographic. I'm going to turn on my symmetry as well. Go into my paint mode, go into my material base color here, drag and drop the light, and then now I can change the size. Let's change the rotation on this bad boy. So it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be close enough. Click there. There it is. Right? So there we go. And what we can do in here is I can make a folder, take rear lights, right? And I can go rear lights, and then I can add a levels to this thing, and then I can crank it up a little bit more, right? And crank it up a little bit. It is affecting a lot of this. So again, if I had done it in separate layers, it would have been a lot better. So then I'm not cranking up everything too much. Now, yeah, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna turn off orthographic view, and now I have my little light at the bottom here. It's on both sides. Turn off symmetry so you can see a little bit nicer, and there you have it. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, I figured that's why I turned it off today, because I feel like a lot more people get more out of my stream if I'm talking about what I'm doing, even if I'm going super fast. It just, I don't know, I feel like if I'm just too tired, like I have there's like a balance, right? I have to figure out the balance between, if I'm too tired but I still want to work on my portfolio, is it worth me streaming and just turn on music and just not talk? Or just don't bother streaming, work on my portfolio, and when I only stream when I have energy. And so yeah, it's just a tough little, it's tough to figure out what the balance is there. Okay, so now I gotta figure out these bad bakes, right? So these bad bakes, first and foremost, where are they coming from? So I'm assuming it's coming from see these little things happening here. So let's take some shots on where this is happening, and then that way we can dissect, go backwards and fix some of it up, right? Like this stuff right here, right? So let's find out where. Okay, so I saved this already, and so if I clean out my AO, so I have this AO, I have this AO, this AO, and that AO. So if I turn off my AO, okay, so my AO doesn't do too much. Might be my curvature. Okay, it's not my curvature. Is it my thickness? Nope, it's not my thickness. So is it my normal map? Okay, so it's definitely in my normal map. My normal map is causing that issue. So let's see. So this is a quick and dirty way to fix this. Let's export this resource into textures. So did I export it? Did that export? Let's see, textures. Yeah, okay, so it's exported now inside here. So I'm gonna load up Photoshop again. Where's my Photoshop? I'm wondering if I can I fix this in... Okay, no, it's probably, I feel like I probably could fix this in Substance Painter, but I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it. So I'm just going to do it in Photoshop. Might just be easier in Photoshop. So if I remember clearly, now this might be tough. This might be tough. Okay. And it might just be my edge padding, to be honest with you. If I rebake this with... If I just rebake my normal map. Okay. So let me just go back here. Let's bake just the normal map. And I go... So my padding's at 5. If I go, my padding is 1. Let's just see. No, that didn't change anything. That didn't change anything. That did not change anything. Okay. Because let me see here. Because if I'm looking at that carefully, where is my wire? The problem that I have here. Okay, let me just quickly export this out. If I export the textures out, car textures, PBR metal rough. Thank you, thank you. Low car base color. So if I overlay my base color here, okay, hold on. Is this baking out at 2K? Okay, it's fine. This is at 100%. Okay, yeah. So if I just take this right here, overlap it. I'm not seeing where the... Yeah, it's becoming hard. I can't see where the spot is. Right? I assume it's this. Right? I assume it's that. But Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can quickly. So this is my normal map here. Let's go to add new layer. Let's put this on top of it. No, that's not what I want. Okay, no. Okay, let's delete that. Let's go add fill. And let's add this into the base color. Okay, okay. This has some potential here. This doesn't look right though. Is this tiling? Oh, it's tiling, that's why. Okay, if I just change this to one tile. There we go. Okay, sorry, it was tiling. So, if I go in and I paint this stuff out, right? So if I go into here, let's add paint, and let's go to my alphas. Let's go to just regular. This is just black and white. Let's make this color that color, just the normal color, right? And then let's just paint. Oh man, okay, so let's just paint this out. Okay, or I can just clone. So let's clone. Whoa. Or V is to clone, and I'll just clone this out. Okay, so now if I do that, if I get rid of that, is that working? Let's see. Whoa, 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 what happened? If I V clone here, wait, what just happened? It's almost like I'm not even looking at the same car or something. Let me see here. So this is my car, right? Substance painter. This is my car. Yeah. Now where am I making these changes? So it's supposed to be right here. So it's happening right here. Okay, you know what? What I need is my UVs. That's what I need. Okay, oh, here we go, here we go. So is it this little... It has to be this little thing. Let me turn off this Photoshop. Where's preferences? Preferences, come on. Edit. I need to turn off the grid. The grid. Interface, workspace. I know it's in here somewhere. Grid. Hold on, I have this in my notes somewhere. My notes. Let's go to Photoshop. Grid thingy. Let's turn off Photoshop grid. No, did I not save that note? Removing. Okay, okay. Well, for now, it's I'm not gonna. Okay, so for now I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think what I need is my UV. So let's just, do I want to go in and do that? Such a waste of time. Such a waste of time. Okay, well I might have to do that. Okay, so let's just go to Maya. I'm gonna load up an actual. I'm gonna load up the UVs. Unless there's a way to export out UVs from here. I don't think there is. I can turn on wireframe, but I don't think there's a way to actually export it out from there. So let's just load up Maya. So let's load up Maya. Sorry, kind of going on a tangent here, but I do want to fix this. Because I think that it is important, and it's again, it's unfortunate that my bake wasn't clean. If I had just baked this cleaner, it would have saved me tons and tons of time, less headache, which is what I'm doing right now, which is just massive headache. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Let's go to my UV editor. UV editor currently on this side, and we are going to take UV snapshot. This is 2048. Go browse. Let's go to textures, I guess. Let's call this car matte UVs, and then color value, sure. And let's make this a targa. There. All right. Going to Photoshop now. Car UVs. Load this up. Take this bad boy. Actually, hold on. Let's invert everything. Here we go. Overlay that. Call this UV. And then multiply. There we go. Okay, so now we can kind of see what's going on. A lot better here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna smooth this out. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're gonna. Whoa. Okay. We're gonna take. Let's make a new one. I'm gonna make 2 new ones. Delete this one. Call this OG. Here we go. And we're just gonna paint over this. Okay, just gonna paint over these UVs. Perfect. Okay, so that is one side of it. Okay, so let's do that for the other side as well. And then we're gonna. So let's go. So this is definitely causing issues. There we go. So now if I go in, and this is just a test, I'm going to turn off my UVs here. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to save. Where's Targa? Oh, let me save as a Targa? What? This can't be real right now. Okay, it's a PNG. Okay, well, let me save as a PNG. So I'm just going to replace this. None. So if I go here, let me remove this. Let's turn on everything. Just as a test. So we see this problem here. Let's go to our. Do I have to reload this? I might have to reload this. So let's call this low underscore car, or let's just say car matte fixed. I guess that's what I'll call it, and I'll just import it into here. We'll call it a texture project import. Okay, so here's the texture fixed. We're gonna, oh, where did it go? Card fix. We're gonna move, put that into there, and see, now it's smoothing that out a lot better. Okay, so now it removed some of the bad stuff that was going on. So now I need to go back in and kind of fix all of this stuff over here. You can see probably over here too that it's definitely helped it a lot more. So I'll probably just go in and kind of fix up all the major issues on it. Like this is pretty bad right there. So let me just go in and fix that. Is it on this side as well? It's not too bad on this side, but it's really bad on this side. So I'm gonna definitely go in and fix that right now. So which side is that one? Is it this one? That looks like it might be. Yeah. Okay. So we'll go in and we'll fix that. I think it might be this one. So yeah, so I'm just gonna go back in and fix that quickly here. So having the UVs really helps out with that, because now you can kind of see, like you can tell, like this little spot right here is pretty dirty looking, right? And that's like the UVs. The UVs are like all mangled there, which is probably the reason why, honestly. Yeah, that's why, right? If my UVs oh man, okay. All right, hold on. So if I just UV this a little bit nicer, it might even save me a lot of time here. UV editor. Let's go to UV kit. Let's turn on tools or view. UV shaded. Yeah, UV shaded will show me that this area here is not good. And I can just unfold it or optimize it. That's probably the best it's gonna do for me, unfortunately, which is really shitty, honestly. If I unfold this, is it? Yeah, see, now that's a lot better, but that just changed all my UVs and just messed up everything. So we're not going to do that, obviously. But again, it just means that I didn't spend the extra time to make sure that my UVs were not folded, like, or folding on top of each other like this. So that's my fault, and I probably should have just checked that at the beginning. So, okay, good to know. Good to know for future, though. Okay, I don't think I changed too much here. All right, so let's get back into here. So I fixed this one. I'm gonna just quickly glance over everything else to see if there's any more. You gotta fix those areas there. Yeah, okay, so this and this needs to be fixed, so let's go in and fix those areas. So it's probably this area here, this area here, this area here. Yeah, it's pretty much where all the lazy. Oh man, I can't believe that I did that. But now if I unfold everything, I need to go back and repaint everything, that's just way too much work. And for me right now, there's just no way I'm willing to go in and do that. So just went in. Oh nope, take off UVs. Save PNG. There we go. If I reload this right now, and then reapply it. Oh, reload. Did I not save this again? Save PNG. PNG. Save, replace. Reload. There we go. Place this on here. There. See? So now all those marks, all gone. Fixed. Again, that isn't how you should be fixing it, but for me at this point, I'm just like, no, I just want to get this thing done and out. So I'm just doing it quick and dirty, but so yeah, so that's done there. So that's done. Remove bad bakes. Alright, so now the last thing that I want to do to this car before I call it done is actually do the tires. So I don't think I'll have time to do that today, but in the next time I think I'll definitely tackle that. And the way that I'm gonna tackle it is I'm gonna be literally modeling a high poly version with the tire treads and everything, and I'm gonna bake it, and then we'll call it done after that, I think. Oh no, sorry, and then after that I have to make a dirty version of this where there'll be some dirt, there'll be like some dust specks and stuff like that on the glass, on the car. That'll be kind of cool as well. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, follow me on Twitter, like my YouTube channel, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on Twitter. Alright, thank you guys so much. Peace out.